Whatever is not allowed to go, that's what everyone will become. Let me put it like this, man.
The
KR,
rainbow is gonna go into the army.
KR. Can you imagine walking in a jungle with a rainbow? They're gonna shoot you
Uh,
from afar.
oh,
Let me, but all that aside,
oh,
all
man.
jokes, all jokes aside. No, no, no. All jokes aside. KR,
U.S. Army has buyer's remorse and tries to get refund. And from who, you ask yourself? Well, they had a partnership, a promotional deal with The Rock and the UFL.
I can only do it with one. I can only do it with one art by Brown, I think. Wait, I used to do it. People to do. Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta press it first. That's not how it should work, man. That's not how it should work. Hey, wait a second. Cameraman, wait a second. Let me pull it out. Now I'm already. No. Yo.
Yeah. I'll train it. I'll train it, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna train it at home. Not gonna bother you.
Let us know in the comments what you think about his eyebrow control. Anyway, the army says they made an $11 million promotional deal with The Rock and the UFL and didn't get a lead. Didn't lead to a single recruit. Actually, it ended in 38 people delisting. Yo, this is crazy.
Wow.
The army wants a refund. They want a refund. Is this real, or are they trying to troll and get the eyes on? I mean, the military has had a problem with recruiting lately. There is a, I think there
You're
is
raising you're raising pussies, KR. The society is the society is raising. Come on, man. Come on, man. You have one.
I'm trying to.
Come on, man. Okay, sorry.
I'm trying to lead the topic.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
You scream. People are raising pussies. Okay, let's go that route.
No. Continue.
No, we already chose the route. We gotta go down that route. So basically, you're dealing with I mean, they're missing 20,000 recruits. No one wants to enlist anymore. And one thing people haven't been talking about is, I mean, people have been whispering about it, maybe to reintroduce a situation where everyone has to go in the army, whether you're man or woman.
I bet you a lot of people. I bet you a lot of people. Oh, that's a good thing, but they need to put the other genders there as well, because whatever is not allowed to go, that's what everyone will become. Let me put it like this, man.
The rainbow is gonna go into the army.
KR, can you imagine walking in a jungle with a rainbow? They're gonna shoot you from afar. Let me, but all that aside, all jokes aside. No. All jokes aside, KR, you're raising.
By the way, before you continue, what RJ is trying to point out is there is no camouflage. So you guys, so you don't guys. He's not trying to. I got to explain to everyone because they might cut that out. Well, they're gonna cut it out when it's time. But
there are LGBTQ etc. soldiers. That's not the point. The point is you can't. But the people will say, oh, but why wear this color? It's not inclusive. But anyway, my point is there. Mandatory enlistment. Yeah, I think you would need to do it because you're raising weak people. You're raising weak people who they can't. So if another race has something, the Michael Rubin story, if a person from another race says something positive, no, they're not allowed to speak on the issue. We're trigger happy. Everyone is keyboard activists, so they will sit behind their desk, unsuccessful SF, miserable, and start trying to break down people like Simone Biles, who works hard and has a good life, just because they hate that person. So we have a bunch of persons who are cowards. They don't take responsibility and ownership over their lives. they are happy and easily triggered. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, KR? Can you imagine a platoon with people who are easily triggered? They'll start shooting themselves before they get there. I mean, come on, man. KR. Come on, man. I'm serious, man. They'll start
shooting. Is quite vivid.
They'll start shooting themselves because a misgenerification. Can you imagine that, KR?
I don't know what, because this is the second...
Can you imagine the person at the head, at the top, the leader saying, "Oh, you need to go there," and the soldier turning around and saying, "Stop mansplaining to me." We have weak people, and so but you'll see the but when I say we, I mean a lot of countries in the West. Just to be clear, when I say we, I said a lot of countries in the West. It's not just US, it's all of the countries in the West. The problems we are experiencing in the West, they don't have those problems in the East. China doesn't have that problem. North Korea doesn't have that problem. Thailand has that problem.
You should have used that as They don't have a choice, dude. They don't have a choice.
I know, but I'm saying they don't have the problem. Thailand has the problem. They do. But that's the difference thing. But these countries don't have those problems. Russia doesn't have these kinds of problems. Because they are focused on what really matters, which is, let me put it in context. What really matters as it relates to so not necessarily to the individual, but as a country, they're focused on what matters. And that is that despite the fact that we might have peace in the West, quote unquote, around the world at all points in time, there are armed conflicts taking place. And throughout the history, we have more history of armed conflicts than we have of no armed conflicts. So you know that there's a threat. You need to have an army, but now you want to defund the police and probably want to defund the army too. And so, am I surprised that none of the people who follow The Rock,
NFL, XFL.
What do you mean XFL?
The deal was actually with XFL and The Rock, so more like XFL deal.
Well, they didn't put the XFL logo there. They put the Rock logo there. Yeah, let's be honest. Let's be honest. But even if it's the XFL, I mean, you need to have, you cultivate, you need to, and I don't need, and I'm saying, just to be clear, we need to have, so the West needs to have aggressive people. I'm saying you need to have people who are, first and foremost, proud to be from the country they're from, and in this case, proud to be an American. The world outside, so the US has a lot of problems, just like everywhere else, but there are places where it's worse. And if you ask some people will think that the US is the worst. If you don't create, so the nationalism, you need to have it in your heart. It starts there. That's why people go and fight for that. So if you don't have that in your heart, from wherever, it doesn't matter where you are, in which country you live. If you don't feel like, if I don't love it or value it, I won't fight for it. So I think the problem isn't The Rock or the XFL. The problem is the information and the news that's been spreading, the propaganda that's been spreading. That's the problem.
Question is,
it's very concerning. What?
Is it too far gone? The question is it too far gone? Because this is not the only failed campaign, right? They already did a campaign that was the National Guard did an 88 million campaign with a NASCAR sponsorship deal, and it had also failed when it comes to recruitment. So this is not a one-time thing. It's definitely, I do think, what you usually see when nationalism is going down, there's only one thing that usually triggers that, and that is this particular let's say a particular mind virus who that triggers that.
Yeah.
I mean, the question is it too far gone? Time will tell. But yeah, they're trying to recoup 6 million. This is crazy.